Wimborne's first ever visit to the Grove today finished in a disappointing 3-0 defeat to Halesowen Town. And Wimborne's problems started before the game started, when in the warm-up Mark Jameson injured his groin and assistant manager Paul Host had to step into the central defensive position despite not even originally having been named on the bench. Wimborne played against a fairly strong wind in the first half for the second week in a row. And the first 20 minutes was fairly even, but on 20 minutes Mark Smith netted for the home team when he collected a rebound after a free kick had been saved by Jason Harville. Two excellent saves by Jason Harville followed before Halesowen doubled their advantage on 36 minutes when Ben Hazley cut in from the left and placed a nice right foot shot beyond Jason Harville. The turning point, or the crucial point in the game, came 2 minutes before the break when Tom Hill was brought down. The referee pointed to the spot, but George Webb's penalty struck the outside of the keeper's left-hand post and went wide. So 2-0 at half-time, but with the benefit of a wind in the second half, perhaps Wimborne could get back into it. Alas, it has to be said, the second half was one of Wimborne's poorest performances of the season. They went further behind on the hour when Hazley scored his second of the game, and despite bringing on Russell Cook for Matt Campbell, Jamal Hamadou for George Webb, and later on Greg Taff, Wimborne finished, I have to say, looking a fairly well beaten team. Manager Steve Cuss had started new boy Mickey Hubbard in midfield alongside George Webb, Matt Campbell and Mickey Hubbard started in midfield along with George Webb, Tom Hill and Jamie Davidson, with Jamal Bajandu being the unlucky man to sit out and sit on the bench. Plus points for Wimborne today, well, undoubtedly the first half form, at least of Mickey Hubbard, who looked good. His set pieces look good, and they will bring goals in the weeks to come. Nathan Peprannan had a good game throughout, I thought, and Russell Cook looked fairly sharp when he came on. Apart from that, this is not a game that Wimborne will look back on with any affection at all. And it finished Halesowen 3, Wimborne Town 0. Next up for the Magpies, it's the Dorset Senior Cup semi-final at Hamworthy United's ground on Wednesday against Hamworthy Recreation. I will look forward to seeing you. And I'm joined by Steve Cuss after today's disappointing result at Halesowen. Steve, disappointing day, the penalty, the crucial moment in the game?
Yeah, I think looking back it probably was, but I'm not going to be critical of George. He's brave enough to step up and take it. We've had problems with penalties in the last couple of months, and it probably would have helped us get back into it, but no blame attached to George whatsoever. And I was just disappointed overall with our performance, particularly in the second half, where I thought we went a little bit flat.
Yeah. How disappointing was it? How important was it to lose Mark Jameson before the kick-off like that?
Yeah, it never helps because you've obviously done your planning and that's the way you set out to play, and but these things happen and we have to deal with it. Roasty came in and it was great that he was able to step in and play.
Yeah. Looking for plus points, I thought Mickey Hubbard looked one of the outstanding players in the first half.
Yeah, I think there was a spell when we were 2-0 down for sort of like the 20-25 minutes where we were really, really good, which was when we got the penalty. And Mickey was at in the middle of all of that, which is crucial for us. So I know Mickey's going to be a good player for us, and I'm sure it'll work out well for him.
Okay. Thanks very much, Steve. Cheers.